And welcome to the market alert for Monday the 13th of July 2015, and starting off in the 5-minute chart, bit of activity in the pre-market session, and then we get into the official 2:30 trade. You can see the market being marked up there, and then it's met by selling. We then get a PTI and PTP, and we see the market moving lower down to the psychological level here, the major one at 17,700. Market having moved back towards the upside on the prospect of a Greek deal being done. Of course, that's in the background, which we'll see in just a moment. So the markets moved down. In this trade, I can tell you there was 27 points maximum as the market came through and down to the low of the test bar, and as it came back to the 17,700, that's around 27 points profit on this trade. In the second PTI trade, this is around 33 points as we got to the top here. The market did go through after, but we're heading towards what would be known as the quieter session. You can see there the market still had a bit of momentum and then traded sideways, waiting for Yellen to speak, of which there was no market reaction. And once again, she's pushing the notion that interest rates are going to go up in this financial year, but I just don't see it personally. They do that, they are going to burst the Ponzi scheme balloon that they've got as far as the debt markets and also the stock markets as well. So around 60 points in the first hour of trading. As I said before, Fridays can be fairly quiet, particularly the afternoon. There you see potential loser in the evening, followed by a winner to recoup that. And again, say if you've made the money in the first part of the session, then leave the second part of the session and enjoy the evening. Leave it alone. In the daily chart, you can see the market reversing. No buying on Friday. This is a very interesting picture here. You can see there's modest volume there. And of course, until we know what's going to happen with the Greek deal, it's very difficult to predict what the market's going to do this evening. That's Sunday evening when the overnight markets open. But suffice to say that according to the Wall Street Journal 7 hours ago, the Greek bailout deal remains elusive. There's a deal of around 74 billion euros on the table at the moment, but it's still undecided whether it's going to be accepted or not. I wouldn't be surprised if it is accepted. The last thing Merkel wants and co is for the Greeks to leave, because they know that the Spanish, the French, the Italians and also the Irish will want a haircut of their debts as well to match that of the Greeks. Of course, the Greeks won't have any debt, but they will be looking for a deal. Otherwise, there will be a problem with the Eurozone, and that's why they're trying to put a deal together. If they've got any sense, they would just leave, as it would make more sense. They can have no debt and they can rebuild their economy from scratch. It couldn't get any worse, except if they take more debt. It's like a heroin addict. Just give them more heroin until you kill the patient. I mean, it's just absolutely insane. It's time to leave, get out of there and rebuild their economy, go back to the drachma and start afresh. It'd be a lot better than having more austerity measures and trying to pay another 74 billion off in the next 3 years. Right, in the news tomorrow we've got Eurogroup meetings. That's all day. Again, it depends how and what happens later today with the Greeks. They're still meeting during the weekend. And finally, in the implied volatility, 1697 for Thursday, and Friday session dropping down to 1439. Big drop on Friday there, as there was the prospect of a Greek deal. So we'll just have to wait and see how this pans out in the next few hours. If there's no deal, expect a massive gap. If there's a deal done, expect a big gap to the upside. So downside if no deal, and as we've seen for the last 2 Mondays actually, 300-point gaps. If there's no deal at all and they leave the euro, then the gap will be greater. And if they do a deal, which I hope they don't, then you can expect to see a big gap to the upside as well. Right, that's it from me. I will see you in Tuesday's edition of the Market Alert. As ever, thank you for your support and also for watching. See you in the next one.